Hi traders, it's Cristo here. It's about 12. I'm sorry, it's about 8:54 a.m. here. We're getting ready to just do a little bit of a live session here, recorded live session actually on the, this New York morning session. We missed the daily dose last night, so we'll try to run through some analysis today and probably just kind of show a few trades that we've done as well, and kind of what we have open here. Following this morning's European Central Bank rate decision, we do have some weakness in the euro dollar here, and you can notice that the euro dollar, it's kind of selling off here. We are at about 30.11 right now, and this is a 4-hour chart of the euro dollar here, and we are hitting some important levels up here. I'm going to zoom this out a little bit, and you can notice how we have some previous highs here, and like this level of support down here at about 30.11. So I'm expecting probably a quick bounce here. We're not sure if it's gonna last or not. The market seems pretty heavy right now, but we do have like a confluence of factors down here. So first of all we have the support, and then on the 1-hour charts we have the 200-hour moving average, and then on the daily charts we have the 10-day moving average. So all of this combined could provide a little bit of support here. We'll see if this holds through. The market keeps pushing down, so there is no reason for any longs here without any confirmation. You can see that this market is moving. So I'm going to go back to a 4-hour chart and try to get some fib levels here, so you guys can see how I'm looking at this. And we're measuring the latest leg up here, and you can notice that this one is from 128.80 all the way up to this highs in the 31.20. So now we're coming into a 50% zone. So we do have a pretty important confluence of factors here. Now the market seems heavy, and it always does at these levels. It's just because it looks kind of scary, but let's see if we can get any bounce here. A little bit of a bounce, probably, somewhere back up higher into the 30-30 zone. But so far you can see how they're trying to push through it. But we do have this confluence level, so just kind of watch this closely. Let's go back to a 15-minute chart, and you can see how this got touched almost to the pip here, and on the 50%. So I want to see if they break below here, and they probably overshoot this a little bit here, and when is this bounce coming? However, what I wanted to mention is that we have entered some shorts yesterday. Well, first of all, we have the shorts that we had couple of days before up into this. First of all, we took a couple of losses here into this movements up higher. We kind of started shorting into this trend line here, and then we took a couple of losses, but then we kind of recovered when we shorted up here in the 31.20 zone, 31.10, and we took profits down into the 30.60 up here, and then we resold. If you guys remember yesterday, we resold into the 30.89 zone, right about this level, and that gave us some profits, some additional profits. But then we had one position open. The market squeezed back up higher this morning, but then we dropped and it hit our targets up here at 30.35. I think it was right below this lows here. So the market continues to drop here, and it looks pretty heavy. We don't have any more short positions into the euro dollar, but I want to go back and show the euro yen here. And on the 1-hour charts, we've had those shorts from I think they were into the 107.70 zone, somewhere in this neighborhood, because the moment I saw this, so this is what I want you guys to see. We had this huge period of consolidation into this pair, right? And then we have this breakout to the top side, followed by another move lower, which gave me a pretty good indication that this breakout is a fake breakout, and it doesn't mean a whole lot. So then what we did is we patiently waited for this market to squeeze back up higher, and we sold into this retracement down here. And now we're just taking profits on the way down, and we are taking profits at this support and kind of this medium line here into the market, and combined with this lows here, it's a good place to take the profits. So what we're waiting for right now, even if we do break below, I don't want to chase this market any lower. What we're doing is we're waiting for this market to turn back up higher and sell into a fib retracement of this move down and see how far this can move before we can short. If we can get, you can notice these candles here, that would be the first level of resistance up here, and this would be a good level to re-entry any shorts here, with probably some stops above these levels here. All right, so that's how we look at this euro-yen pair. Let's go back on the euro-dollar for a little bit and just kind of see what's going on around here. You can notice on the 5-minute charts we are still at this 50% zone, and the market is maybe stopping a little bit here, but it still feels extremely heavy. So unless we're getting some fresh orders to buy here, just watch this 50%. You know, I still think we're going to get a bounce here. So I'm not going to buy the pair here, but I really want to see if this level gets respected, or if the market is so strong that it's just going to move down towards the next one. The next one is the it comes here into the 618. You can see that they're already pushing through here, but it might be just a final push down before they squeeze back up higher here. So I'm going to take a look at the equity markets as well and see how they are. Well, this is a 1-hour chart. There's not a whole lot of movements from the S&P right now, but on the daily charts, we still, and as I talked in my previous videos, we still have this bounce here and this reverse spin bar here that's important and give us a suggestion that the market is about to turn lower, which would put additional pressure on the dollar pairs, with the dollar making some gains. So the euro is breaking down now towards 29.90, and then the eyes are moving here towards this next level, which is 29.75. So let's see if they can push now all the way down here, or if we're getting a bounce here. Okay, let's go look at we're going to come back and look at the euro dollar. Let's go and look at the Aussie, because I've been selling this Aussie ever since this 104.70, 104.80, and I wanted to sell into the 105. You know, I've been hearing some talk about major sell orders into the Aussie at about 105, between 105.10 and 105.20, with a lot of stops about 105.35. So the market, you know, so you can see that the sell orders are placed before that important resistance level, and right now the market, this is on a 4-hour chart, the market is pushing back lower, but it's pretty resilient. And the reason that is just because the euro Aussie is dropping like crazy, right? So they're selling the euros and they're buying the Aussie, which supports the Aussie dollar. So this Aussie dollar is extremely strong because of this euro Aussie selling off. So while we're waiting for this Aussie to drop, we're waiting for a pause in the euro Aussie. And it looks like we're reaching some important support levels into the euro Aussie at about 23. We're at about 23.80, and it's a little bit overextended. So as soon as this pair bottoms, the euro Aussie bottoms, I would expect the Aussie dollar to drop even more. So I want you guys to see and understand how I'm looking at the correlations between the pairs. So anytime I'm watching Aussie dollar and the euro Aussie and the euro dollar, I immediately look at the cross, at the euro Aussie, and I want to see how this cross relates and which of these two pairs are stronger in terms of the price movement. So it's important that you do watch these crosses when you're making your decisions. So it's just it's going to give you a better idea of what one of these pairs is about to do. So this is what we're waiting for into the Aussie dollar. So we've been kind of getting ready for this. With all the rate cuts in the Aussie, I was expecting it to go lower. There is another case that I want to make here. Remember, guys, that I was talking about this head and shoulders formations that tend to fail, and the way they do that is even if they break lower, they're not coming back to retest the trend line. What they're doing is they're squeezing back up higher before selling lower. So we have a case here of a head and shoulder, but it's inverted. So you can see that the market, it moves like this, and then it makes this head here, it makes this neckline, and then it makes the shoulder. This is exactly what we're having down here, right? So, and what I wanted to see now is the fact that we have broken above this neckline into the Aussie dollar. But usually these breakouts, from my experience, are failures, and the market turns back down. And if at least 618 retracement of this leg down, market retraces, sometimes it even retraces more. So this is what we're targeting up here. I want to see this market kind of move back lower and see about at 0440. So that would be a place where we would take additional, where we take some profits into this pair. Now, if the market decides to move higher about 105.40, then I would get really scared into my shorts, and I would start to get out of my positions. All right, so this is just a few little tricks that I'm showing you guys here, so you can see how I'm looking at the market and the way that I look at the correlations. Because sometimes on Twitter, and when I explain things or I enter the market, the things are happening pretty fast, so I don't have a whole lot of time. And also in the 144 characters. So just making this video updates, I hope you guys find it helpful to see what I'm looking at here and how and if you guys don't understand, you can always ask me questions or details. But it's pretty much a combination, because we don't have here an exact trading style. What we do have is we have a trading method here. That's just based on experience and reading the price, and following a few simple indicators like basic moving averages on the daily charts, and 4-hour and 1-hour combined with fibs. And then obviously you need to look at your levels, resistance and support, and try to find the confluence zones, right? So what else could I look at? Let's go back at the euro dollar and see how that pair is doing right now. We're having a little bit of a bounce here on the 5-minute. You can see, so they overshoot this 50% by a little while, and probably just target all the trailing stops that the guys that were longs here have. But it still feels pretty weak here. And if we do end up, I want to go on the daily charts, and if we do end up the day with the candle looking like this, with the formation looking like this, this is a pretty bearish development into the pair, and it can signal much more downside coming. So we have to be extremely careful here. I don't think that it's going to be a whole lot of movement for the rest of the day. It's about 9 o'clock in the morning on Central Time here. I'm expecting more consolidation and chop, and then probably a little bit of a retracement here, because tomorrow we have the non-farm payroll job report, and that's something that it's going to influence the market. And I think that the movements are already sort of done for the day, and the market will just consolidate and wait for tomorrow's news to happen. So expecting a little bit of a euro bounce here. We're keeping our Aussie dollar shorts, and we're out of the euro yen. We also shorted the pound here. Let me look at the pound really quick. We have about 2 more minutes left. I liked some shorts into the pound. Goodness, where are you? All right. And we've had this we had this first signal here that was indicating that the market is getting tired here. Then we have a whole bunch of consolidation, and then we re-shorted into the spike here, and we're waiting now for a break lower. And one of the first targets would be obviously this first support zone here, and I wanted to see how the market reacts when we get to about 60.50. All right, guys. So that's all I've got for today. I hope you guys enjoyed today's morning session live. That's going to be recorded and posted on the site soon. So other than that, our website is crystotrading.net, and you can find me on Twitter at crystotrading and at cristo1 as well. So good luck, guys, and have a great day. Bye bye.